So my name's Scott Richmond. I've been with Captech about 6 years. I'm in the MC practice where I do, from a billable standpoint, I do a lot of agile work, program management, project management, and really moving it now to the account management and the BD space, which I'm really enjoying. That's probably what I'd say my passion is, along with mentoring some of the great folks that we have. I was probably the best health I'd been in a while, and generally was just like, hey, I'm in my mid-30s now and take my health seriously. And a part of that was going to my GP for annual checkups. And so I went kind of mid-early 2019, and they said, we have some weird, your white blood cell count looks kind of weird. And they didn't want to panic, and I'm not one prone to panic, but they said, this is weird. Why don't we bring you to a hematologist, a blood doctor, for him or her to do a further test on this. So I went in there, got more blood taken a couple months later, same issue, unresolved. They didn't really know what was going on, but they weren't hitting the panic button. And I myself felt great. I was working out, doing a lot of cardio, busy at work, and I had no cause for concern. I felt fine. I distinctly remember I was on the 4th floor of the Innova complex, and I had worked out that morning. Like I said, I felt great and had the endorphins pumping. And I remember crossing my arms and looking out the window at the fall foliage, the beautiful yellow and brown and orange. And just the cruelty of life, I guess, saying to myself, man, I'm so blessed and I'm so lucky to be alive. And then Dr. Wavo came in, and he said, I'm sorry for the delay. I had to see for myself, but you have full-blown leukemia. And I didn't really process it, and I said, what are you talking about? And he said, you have full-blown leukemia, and we need to immediately get you to a hospital. People kept on commenting how strong I was, and I didn't feel strong, and they didn't see a part of me that, I'll be honest, that night, there were some nights that I prayed I wouldn't wake up. I was in so much pain and I had so much despair because I knew that the road ahead was going to be excruciating, and I wasn't wrong. With leukemia, there is no causation. It is a true fluke. Less than 1% of the population is affected by it, and it's caused by mutation in your genes. So I thought cancer treatment and recovery would be a very linear process, right? Every day getting better, every day progressing, until you finally reach that apex where you're like, I'm good. No one told me that it wasn't at all like that, and I had to learn that the hard way. You'll have maybe a couple days where you're feeling good, and then you have a setback where you don't feel that great, right? But what I tell people is, even if you have 2 steps forward and you suffer a step back, you're still net positive. You're still moving forward. And my multiple rehospitalizations, I came to see as not a bad thing, but just as part of the journey, right? And just, it's kind of like driving a car. And if you hit something in the road, you hit a pothole, you don't turn around and say, man, that was bumpy. I can't, no, you continue down the road and you're gonna hit some more potholes, right? But you're going in the right direction, and that's what matters. So the recovery period was about, I'd probably say, a year. By the time this airs on April 21st, it will be a year from a day of my transplant. I went back to work, probably, I'm bad with math, but 9-10 months after my transplant. And for me, that's what made the most sense. I had no idea how CapTech was going to treat me. I was blown away by the amount of support, truly blown away. The emails, the texts, the phone calls. And I had a Caring Bridge site. A lot of people wrote really kind words. It was more important than I think I understood in terms of feeling so supported by my coworkers and feeling like I had a place to call home when I got back. I got I think it was a text or an email. I can't recall the medium, but I think it was sent from Christine. And something along the lines of like, we're still here for you, we're thinking about you. And I could hear them saying, okay, 1, 2, 3.
Get well, Scott, we miss you.
I was just so touched by that gesture. It was really nice. Cancer claims 600,000 plus lives a year, every year, year after year. And we don't blink. And it's become normalized, right? Same thing happens every year, you just think that's what kind of happens, but it is not inevitable. And it all comes down to money. It all comes down to good men and women stepping forward, engaging the proper outlets, engaging the representatives, and opening up their pocketbook to some degree to say enough is enough. So right now I'm part of a 10-week leukemia fundraising campaign where I'm on a team of approximately 20 people, and there's multiple teams, and we're kind of in a race against each other to see which team can raise the most money. I'm reaching out to anyone with an open heart that has a few dollars lying around. Every penny counts, to just donate. And I have a webpage that they can go to, click donate now, and that's it. It takes probably no more than 30 seconds to do. And like I said, every cent counts. And so that's kind of what we're about right now. Our team goal is to hit $50,000 between the 20 of us. I myself have raised already about $8,500 just with my contacts and my friends and my family, but I still have a ways to go to help out the team. So I'm asking for people's help today to really fight this disease, but also the therapies that are being developed today for leukemia are treating other illnesses and making breakthroughs. And I think that's really special.